A fun atmosphere. Jan Lammers with Peter Cox and Tom Coronel, an all-Dutch driver lineup, slightly unusual, but they've got a reasonably good chance. Three very competitive drivers there.
Absolutely, very good drivers, and again, you know, Jan with his vast amounts of experience, he will definitely be able to do a good job. It'll be interesting to see how they get on with the car.
So here we are, getting ready now for the start of the 1999 Le Mans 24-hour race. The field is led round by the red and white Toyotas. Japan are determined to win here this weekend. Mazda have done it before, but Toyota has never done it. Mercedes, the might of Germany in the shape of Mercedes, BMW and Audi are here to stop them this weekend. We've also got the usurpers in there, the Davids versus Goliath of the Panoz and perhaps the Lolas, and we are all set to get the 1999 race underway, and Martin Brundle leads the field and takes the start of Le Mans 24 hours. Second place for Thierry Boutsen, and Bernd Schneider makes a rapid start from the second row of the grid and slots ahead of the BMW of Tom Christensen. So Bernd Schneider gains one position at the start. The other Mercedes is quick, and those Mercedes were going very quickly this morning in the warm-up, and it looks immediately as though they're moving past the BMW of Tom Christensen. Both Mercedes, Christophe Bouchou is driving the second one, and immediately the two Mercedes are on the chase of the Toyotas. So out on this first lap, heading on to Mulsanne for the first time, and Martin Brundle opening up just a few car lengths advantage over Thierry Boutsen. We've heard that Mercedes' strategy is to deal with this race as a sprint race from start to finish. Toyota perhaps feeling it's more a race that you have to go to a pace and then look at where everybody is around you. I wonder if we're going to see Mercedes really attack from the start here.
Well, I think they rather have to. I think, though, there's a spinner already. It's the BMW, the Japanese car, the Go Racing. But I think that they really do have to attack, because I think that the pure speed is the Toyota, you've got to say, has got it. So, I see, there was one of the Panoz involved. That was Magnussen in that Panoz. He was involved in that as well. He went bouncing across the gravel, and as you say, one of the BMWs, that's one of last year's BMWs, Hiromatsu Shita, Hiroki Kato actually in that car at the moment, and Akihiko Nakaya, they are in that last year's BMW, and that's a bit of a disaster. And the Panoz as well, I don't know whether any damage was done. Well, of course, when you go across the gravel, it's so easy. It's so easy, and I mean, that's exactly the drama one starts with on the opening lap. You know, we're hardly into the race, 24 hours, and there's already somebody, you know, that kind of excitement happening. You never know, it's not good. Obviously, you've got all that gravel, you could possibly damage something. I don't know how much contact was made, but, you know, it always seems ridiculous, but it always happens.
Martin Brundle then, out in front at the moment, the former Grand Prix driver who now focuses on this race very much and not involved in his commentary duties this weekend for Formula One. They're racing in Montreal, but Martin Brundle is all out to win here at Le Mans. He's done it before, and he wants to take Toyota to victory here this weekend. He's got a great chance of doing it behind Bernd Schneider in the first of those two Mercedes, and right behind him is Christophe Bouchou. Bouchou's got the headlights on, looking very racy in these early stages. You sort of begin to wonder whether he's been given the task of really going for it, although Schneider's trying fairly hard as well. Then behind them, it's the number 17 BMW, Tom Christensen at the wheel of the open-topped BMW. That's the first open Spider car that we've got in the lineup at the moment, and he's staying pretty well with those cars ahead, and you could just see a glimpse of David Brabham's Panoz in behind him. Certainly at the moment, though, Boutsen just ahead of those two Mercedes, but doesn't look to me very long before they might find a way past.
Well, I think this is again it. You were talking about attack. I think the Toyota's obviously a very quick car. They want to try and run to a pace. They want to try to control the race, but Mercedes obviously don't want that to be the case, and obviously you can see they're forcing it straight away. There's no question that the Mercedes is a very quick car, but you kind of feel that with the paces that the Toyota's doing that they can control the actual pace, but they obviously feel it's important to control the speed for their own endurance, I imagine.
Just dropped back a little bit there on the latter part of the lap. Schneider's dropped back into the clutches of Christophe Bouchou, and further back from Thierry Boutsen's car, you can see they use a fair bit of curb coming through the final chicane and then accelerating onto the start-finish straight. Again, just running it up the curb, not too heavily, but just enough, and Brundle comes across the line, completes that first lap in 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Boutsen in second, Schneider in third, just ahead of Christophe Bouchou. Then it's Tom Christensen in the BMW, David Brabham in the Panoz, and he's chased by Joachim Winkelhock and then Ukio Katayama in the other Toyota, the red and white car, just going through your picture, and then the first of the Audis running in 9th place, and that's Michele Alboreto.